This is our old friend Joshua from East Circular Road, Sharat's classmate, right?
Classmate,
Okay.
childhood friend.
Yeah. Tell me what about your business trips.
Yeah, I'm Joshua Thomas, and I'm also Sharat's classmate, and I have been in my business, which is a travel industry, and specializing in package tours, mostly confined to pilgrimage tours for the Christians, and also leisure tours to all people of all walks of life who want to relax. My main business is Holy Land tours and Christian Europe tours. Holy Land tours is roughly around 10 days tour. It's not actually a tour, it's a pilgrimage tour where we have Egypt, Israel and Jordan, the land of the Bible, and very ancient world cities, where we take them to a lot of places connected with the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament. And we also have religious services every day along with the priests, Catholics or Protestants, according to their religious denominations. We have the services every day. And then what happens, we also have Christian Europe tours, where the Christians, particularly the Catholics, go there to places of Christian interest, like where all the saints were there, the martyrs, the saints, and also the apparitions of Our Lady, that is the mother of Jesus, like in Lourdes, in Fatima, and also in places like Saint Teresa of Lisieux near Paris. And to Rome, we have the papal audience, where we get to almost meet the Pope, and where St. Anthony was, Padua, and Venice, the floating city, and Assisi, the Franciscan order had come out of St. Francis of Assisi. So these are all the things we do.
That's Jesuits?
No, not Jesuits or Jesus. This is the Franciscans, and then the other order is the Salesians of Don Bosco. Don Bosco is Turin. We do Turin also sometimes.
Okay.
You know, like when we get close to Padua, it's not very far from Turin. Turin and Milan are very close by. Sometimes at the end of the tour, we even proceed to Switzerland, but that is not very popular nowadays. We try to finish a pilgrimage as a pilgrimage itself, and then we do the leisure tour. Like we start with London and do the rest of the European places in Northern Europe, which are not covered in the holy pilgrimage tours for Christian Europe. So this is how we do, and we have a lot of other tours also, going to the Near East, the Southeast Asian area, and the Far East, and so on. So this is about all and my wife also helps me with it. Sometimes she goes on the tour independently. Sometimes we both go. If we have a bigger group, 2 buses, she takes care of one bus, I take care of another. And then we have our own guides from our associate companies in Europe who take care of all our ground arrangements. We travel as tour escorts, translating into local languages and helping people with whatever they stand in need of during the tours. So that's how we make it comfortable for our passengers. We have stood the test of time with a lot of satisfaction to our customers for the last 32 years.
32 years, that's a great achievement.
From inception, we have been in the package tour people. And we don't do individual bookings, we do mostly all these group bookings. Even families, when they want to do it on their own, tailor-made, we do that also.
Do you have a website that people get?
No, website, though of course that is in vogue now. For some reason we have been postponing the website part of it, because you know, the pilgrimage thing, there's not many people who really go there to the website and get to know us, because in Tamil Nadu we are quite famous, because we have, as I told you, we had stood.
And what do you call your company?
My company is known as Fortune Travels and Tours.
Okay. And the phone number there?
Yeah, my phone number in Chennai is, landline is 9144. That's for the country and area code. And then it's 246520. I'm sorry. 24642065. 24642065. And my cell number is 91 for the India code. And then it is 98841 90054. My wife's number is 91766 12104. She also handles call, particularly like how I've come out here to the US. My wife takes care of the business there. That's why both of us wouldn't come together. Because next year our season is going to begin and inquiries will be coming in right up to Christmas. From Christmas onwards, January, February, March, we work on the tours. April onwards, till next September, we'll be conducting tours monthly. And May is the best time to go.
Now, if somebody from US...
for people from abroad who want to join our tours, either they could always come to the ancient land of India and then join our tour. The other option is, most of our tours for the Holy Land, which is Egypt, Israel and Jordan, we start with Cairo. They can fly from either from Europe or UK or US into Cairo at the designated time when our flight is also in. If it's not possible, it doesn't matter. Maybe they could come one day earlier also, or a few hours earlier also. They can be given a separate transfer to the hotel where we stay, either a little earlier or a little later than our scheduled time of arrival there. But if they come with us, there is no extra cost. Then they land at the same time and we go together. Otherwise, there will be only the transfer additional cost according to the number of persons. And some tours we begin from Paris, that is for the Christian Europe tour. They can join in Paris and then go all along the tour up to Rome. And from there we return to India and they can go back to their hometown.
What about the visa requirements?
Most of the places, the Europeans and the Americans don't need visa. But in some places where it is required, we add it to our group. We mention the nationality and add it to our group because various nationalities do join our groups, particularly the ethnic Indians who are settled in Australia, particularly the Anglo-Indians, and then in Malaysia, in Singapore, and also in France and UK. They come and join our tours quite often because they would like to have a local language, and even the masses or the services will be in the local language. So that gives them a sense of belonging and satisfaction when they have this pilgrimage in the local language, and everything is, like as though they are come out of India itself, giving them the feeling of fraternity and so on. So this is widely practiced, but not much come from the US, though of course I would always look forward to people from US also coming over and joining our tours in the same way. If you need a better quality hotel, like we normally take 3 stars and 4 stars. If you need a 5-star, which you say you can afford and so on, we can always make arrangements for you also in 5-star hotels.
The other question is it better to pay in rupees rather than dollars from the cost point of view?
That is, as I feel, it is left to you. But then, for certain restrictions, we may need to take at least a part amount in the local currency in advance. I mean, local in the sense your local currency or a convertible currency, because we transfer more than 50% of the money to our agents in advance, booking all the services. The rest we pay to them there. Which the people coming from abroad can also bring the money and give it to us upon arrival. At least 50% they may need to transfer to us. Either even in local currency, it doesn't matter, because some relative of theirs in India can also pay us the money. Or we have our IFSC code, the banking code. You can transfer it directly to our current account, Fortune Travels and Tours account in Chennai.
And
I can give you an idea of the cost, what it costs from India. But then when you come from there, it's minus your air ticket. So accordingly, whatever we pay for the air ticket will be minus. Only the other cost will be shown to you in your local currency as well as in rupees. Either way you can pay. Now the Christian Europe costs around 1,90,000 in rupees. So if you convert it into euros, it should be somewhere around 3,100 or 3,200 US, isn't
Okay.
it? Like at the rate of
you-
60 rupees or so.
You said euro or
No,
dollar?
in US dollars I'm saying. If it is euros,
Yeah.
it is 80. That means about 2,500 euros,
Okay.
roughly, at the rate of 80 rupees a euro.
Okay.
Now the other tour is the 10 days Egypt, Israel and Jordan, known as the Exodus and Holy Land tour.
Okay.
Exodus means the tour what Moses took,
Yeah.
bringing all the people from the bondage, what they were enslaved by the pharaohs from
Yeah.
the land of Egypt, into Israel, the promised land,
Okay.
and then into Jordan,
Okay.
Amman, and Mount Nebo, and so on. These are the places in Jordan. So this tour costs 85,000 rupees, which is roughly around 1,000 euros,
Yeah.
or about maybe 140,
Yeah, we could
1,000
convert that,
for
yeah.
US dollars or so, in that way. So this is about all about the costs. Now when you minus the cost of the air ticket, roughly it's about between 25 and 27,000 for the Israel tour, Egypt, Israel, Jordan tour. The cost what we pay for the air ticket, we minus that, and the rest is what you are going to pay. For Europe, we pay between 32 and 35,000 for the air ticket.
Okay.
So that will be minused similarly.
Right. And do you want me to put this on YouTube? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can. If
Okay,
you,
because,
you can do.
yeah,
We had an
yeah.
interview with somebody from who's known to us from Chennai, and he does the tours there. If somebody wants to conduct it out of US,
Yeah.
if you have the required numbers, maybe a few families join together, and if you give me even about 20, it may be slightly at least about 20% costlier if it's 20. But if you have 30 to 35 passengers,
Yeah.
it's not going to be any costlier than what we are doing right now.
And,
My minimum requirement is 30 people at least.
and senior citizens are taken.
Yes, but they should be able to walk freely. That is one thing very important in both the tours, because you know in Europe the churches are very big. Walking inside the churches itself, you know, may tire you. So you should be normal walking people. And in Israel we do the climbing of the Mount Sinai where Moses received the 10 Commandments. And that is an ordeal of 3.5 hours of constant climbing and 2.5 hours of descending. You know, so but people can skip it if they don't want. They can just have a look at the mountain and come back. And, so these are the things. Wheelchair cases definitely we won't be able to take, because there'll be, unless they bring their own persons to do the moving around of the people who are infirmed or something like that.
Good. So, well, that was great, and I'm going to put this on YouTube, so that way other people can
Come to know.
about it.
They
Okay.
can contact me with these numbers. I also have a mail ID,
Okay.
which is, my full name is Prakash Joshua Thomas. I keep the Joshua as J and the Thomas as T. So my email ID is Prakash, Prakash, J for Joshua and T for Thomas. PrakashJT@hotmail.com.
Okay, that's pretty easy to remember.
So you can even get me on email if you have any queries, any clarifications. I could do that independently for each case from any place that comes to me. My office is open 24 hours.
And let me also give my information just in case somebody wants to call. My name is Chris Manny, CHRISMANI. Manny is the last name, okay? And my email address is simple. If you know my name, you know my email address. It's Chris Manny, one word naturally, at chrismanny.com. Okay. And the phone number where you could reach me, my cell number is, I live in US, it's 1-321-427-3681. Again, it's area code, of course, is 321-427-368. Thank you, Joshua, and appreciate see you and talking with you
Yeah.
after.
Most welcome, and I also thank you in anticipation for all the support you have given me, and I'm grateful.
Anytime. Have a safe trip back and thanks for coming home for the wedding. Okay?
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.